little music in the background.
We got P. Diddy playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
For episode number 69, Bolts and Holes, episode number 69.
The Friday Freak Out.
Friday Freak Out, is that what you're calling it?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Because it's Friday and we're freaking out, man.
And, I mean, you talk about current events, I mean, P. Diddy's in the news all week.
I haven't been following much of it.
What?
I really haven't.
You know, a lot of allegations came out months ago about what was going on. There was a lot of crazy stuff. You noticed everybody distanced themselves from him, right?
Backed off.
So apparently it's all coming to terms now. So he was arrested, and he tried to put up what was the bond he tried to put up? Like a $50 million bond or something? It was something just insane, and the judge still denied it.
The crew's working hard. No one's paying attention today. JB's normally our fact checker, and he is diligently working.
He's on it. He's on it. And they took his passport away.
What is it? 50 million?
They took his passport away and his jet. They flew it from LA all the way over to like New England or something, so he didn't have access to it. So
I have nothing to comment on because I haven't been paying attention to it. I still love him, man. I mean, he's a great rapper. I don't care what you say about him.
Let's talk about this again on episode 96.
Yeah, 96.
How about that?
A great rapper. No, I had 2 P's in there. 2 P's.
I don't know that you can associate with this dude at all. He's a nut.
Really?
He's a nut.
But so he was part of bringing the greatest rapper to the market.
Usher?
Jesus Christ, man. No. Notorious B.I.G.
Oh,
Biggie Smalls. Big Papa.
He did bring Usher though as well, right? He did. You know the story behind that?
No.
I think he adopted Usher, right? Yeah, he lived with him, and he made him officially like adopt him. Yeah, and he was a young
How
teenager.
do you know so much about that?
Because it's been all in the news. That's what I'm talking about. This has been all in the news all this week.
You know what? Cheers to you for getting your toes wet in the hip hop.
Cheers, brother. What are we drinking? Still Austin?
Still Austin, just for Austin, because it's Austin's favorite episode. And he doesn't even want to be on it. He said he was going to be on it, and then he's hiding in the corner.
He's gonna loosen up his tension, and he's gonna come over here in a few minutes.
Austin, you got to come say hello on episode number 69. Oh, here he comes. He's getting up. He's getting up. Austin, so I don't know if you can see the balloons. Austin managed to pop the 9 in the 69. Come say hello. Come.
Starting to.
What's going on, everybody? Episode 69.
You know, this is a one-way conversation. You can't just say what's going on, everybody. Nobody's going to
say.
For the sake of argument, let's assume they're doing great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Here. I'll be like, I'm a listener. You talk to me.
No, Austin's done that a couple of times. Not to just trash on you, Austin, as soon as you get over here, but he'll get up there and say, "Hey guys, what's up? What's going on?"
Oh, nothing much. Just sitting here doing a podcast.
And I always think that to myself. I know you're asking a rhetorical question, Austin. You don't expect an answer back. That's a great putt.
That was a good putt.
Very nice.
One and done. So,
you're looking good today, Austin. Thank you.
It's a happy Friday, Freaky Friday, Freak Out Friday. We all have.
You're going to learn what a freak out is.
I don't know, man.
As this news cycle unfolds.
You know?
Do you guys know what a freak out is?
So is it worse? Is it worse than R. Kelly?
You know, it sounded pretty freaky. I mean, I think it's very well described. So.
It kind of hurts me because I was always a P. Diddy fan, man.
You need to check it out, I think, so you can reevaluate. You know.
I mean,
you should know who you associate with. Yeah.
But just because they're,
I mean, but we all still listen to MJ, right?
That's a good point. Elvis Presley.
You know, Jerry Lee Lewis.
I mean, they're all Freak Show Fridays.
You know.
How old was Priscilla? She was like 14.
Yeah, true.
I mean, MJ, little boys.
I don't know, there's some gray area there. I think this will be starkly different from the examples that we've given outside of P. Diddy. Yeah, this is a lot different.
R. Kelly.
Okay, no, that's pretty, you're getting closer, I think.
All right.
So, episode 69, long awaited. Austin's been excited about this, so you know he's busy over there today, so his involvement will be minimized.
You know, we wanted to do something grandioso, but the balloons is all we got.
Yeah, and we got a lot of stuff going on today. So,
and we got some American flag,
which is cool though.
Glasses.
Yeah, we've got
some lips you can put your lips
we got
on.
the
I'll put the
lips,
glasses
you got
on.
the glasses. We got a little fake pinwheel, which I don't know why they just didn't make an actual pinwheel.
Yeah, just put
it's
a little
fake pinwheel.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
This is your first time on in a while. I guess you kind of were on last week.
Yeah, I made that little video in Portugal.
Yeah, and then
So-
you did your Portuguese.
What'd you think about that little manway application?
You know, you've always said this, and we should do it. I think it's a great idea. We should go out in the field and do, you know, nuts in the wild.
Yeah.
It should be instead of parts of the week. We should start that. Maybe
I mean,
episode
'cause
70
you can literally find it anywhere. I mean, you could walk 10 feet out this door
Yeah.
and you can find
a
some
nuts
type of fastener.
in the wild.
A lot of it's going to be commodity stuff, but you know, you'll find some crazy stuff out there. Too.
Yeah, I think we need to start that.
I see them everywhere I go.
You see nuts everywhere?
I see nuts.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
big nuts, little nuts.
What do you think you see more of? Bigger nuts or smaller nuts?
I see big nuts.
Big
That's-
nuts?
That's just what I know.
That's just where your eyes get attracted to the big nuts.
Yeah, you're. Well, I don't know. It just your eyes gravitate towards the big nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like you can't drive through our parking lot and not see the big nut. If there was a small
Right.
nut down below, what would you notice?
You know, I got
You notice the big
I got
nut.
a phone call this weekend. I don't think I told you this. I got a phone call this weekend. A guy wanted me to open the gate so he could drive in and take a picture with the nut.
Who was the guy here yesterday afternoon?
A guy came in from like Pennsylvania and he follows John King, and he said he wanted to come take a
Oh
take
my
a picture.
God,
It's crazy, man. We get people from all over the world
they love it.
coming
So
to see our nut.
You know, I think it's we did it for humanity. I think there's so much joy that this nut brings, Bryce.
It just makes people smile.
Yeah, people.
One smile at a time.
Yeah, people love.
Maybe that should be our new slogan.
loves a nut. What? A smile at a time.
Yeah, one smile at a time. Like just have the nut one smile at a time.
Yeah, we could do it. Let's jump into some parts, Bryce.
You know, I will tell you something that this is an exciting week
Yeah.
for parts. Yes, very exciting.
But
We
it's
got some-
always an exciting week. We always have cool stuff, man. It's just
you know, there's always cool stuff running, but I think we just
Every
have
w-
some very different stuff running. And
every week that goes by, we bring out some unique part that we've never made before, and that's unusual. Most places they get into this
The
routine
same.
of just stud bolts and nuts and that sort of thing.
So let's start off
Doing
with the
all
most
kinds of
boring.
crazy stuff. I bet that's not boring. That looks like an interesting material.
So 1.5 8 heavy hex nut. Mm-hmm. But 718 mace.
Beautiful.
API 120 min, 32 to 40 hardness. I mean, this is
All made from
badass
round bar. I mean,
mamma
you are wasting almost as much material as you're saving
You're
there
right.
when you make that part.
all
From round
machined
bar.
from round bar, and 272 pieces. I think it was. I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
We're not the smartest people,
And we're doing that in like a week.
It is a quick turn,
Yeah. You're not. Where are you going to get that?
and
in
there's
a
some
week?
additional
You're-
testing
You're
that's
not
being
going to
done.
find that.
No, not at all.
Nobody's going to have it on the shelf.
But look at
Nobody's
that
going to be able
part.
to
I mean,
forge it.
It's just beautiful. 718. I mean, that stuff's probably running 25, 30 bucks a pound now.
Yeah. 272 pieces. We're making the stud bolts for that as well.
Yeah, we're making the studs.
We're making washers as well.
Yeah.
Right.
That was on the stamper. They're getting ready to stamp it.
The scrap guy is going to be extremely happy.
I hope we're segregating that scrap,
Me too.
because that's worth some dough, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one's next?
We're going to save that one for last. Let's do this little guy right here.
That's just the fun part.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it?
Yeah. See if I can get a good focus on it. So double end stud. It's got a reduced shank in the center. It's got a dog point on the end.
You know that's right.
Is there a radius on that side? No,
Nope.
there's not. Okay.
Just a little chamfer. What do you
Yeah.
think the material is?
You know, this is going to be a B7 or B16.
That is correct. It's
Yeah.
B7.
You get to where you can tell it after a while.
Yeah, I think with the machine, like the tool marks, you can
Yeah.
tell how the tool rips the metal away.
Yeah. Well, you know, we machine this a lot slower, so I think the tool marks are going to be a little closer together. You can tell from the feed rate and things.
Low and
and with
slow.
this, you can see it's not the smoothest surface finish, so we were ripping through that.
Yeah, we're going to town.
I mean, that's not a critical finish. Somebody didn't specify a surface finish on that reduced head. I can look at it there and see, you know, we ripped through that pretty easily. So That's pretty characteristic of an alloy, low alloy material.
Chanito's running those parts right now. He was just turning down that little shank area. He had 4 pieces done. Another part, where you're shipping those out today?
How many pieces?
There was a lot, man. He had, I don't know how many pieces, but there was a lot.
Yeah.
He had it all threaded, and then he was, so there was a lot already threaded, and then he was turning down that bottom. Beauty.
Nice part, man.
Beauty part.
All right, we'll go with this one.
Yeah, sure. That's another just cool ass part.
I'm gonna have to get a little focus on this. How are you gonna talk about this?
You know,
one?
I didn't see the thread pitch. It looks like it's fine thread, right?
Yep.
718 5663. So more Inconel 718 5663. 5/16, I think it's like 2 inches long.
I'm doing a terrible job.
Yeah, you're awful. Your hands are so shiny
There we go.
that the camera wants to look at your hands.
Shut your mouth,
not
Bryce.
the parts.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, what kind of lotion do you use on your hands? A moisturizer? Is it?
There's no lotion here, bro.
That's a lie. It's got to be
Okay,
something.
look.
Like Jergens?
So we get enough of it. So this is a stud. It's got a machined
Look at you
hex, on one end, and it's got a relief
long-
dog point
a
on
long
the other.
dog point, yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful part.
5/16. I think it's 5/16 is 24.
And that's going to be some
718
718,
5663. So high yield 718, 150
Yeah.
min.
It's a great part.
A lot of 718 running through the shop.
Very nice. Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Those metal suppliers are loving us, Bryce.
They are, man. We're spending a lot of money these days on metal. We need to stop spending so much money.
Yeah. Great part.
Cool part. Very, very pretty. I mean, really, you're not finding that thing anyway. And I think we had to start out with 1/2 inch bar.
Putting that up your nose right now, Bryce.
Feel it.
Okay. All right. Last but not least,
This is pretty wild.
this is a great part. So it looks like an unsuspecting carriage bolt. See the round head on the top?
Why do they call it a carriage bolt? Because it holds together a carriage?
I think so. I think that's where it originated.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly.
So you don't have a head on the top. So it'll have a, when it's sitting in the hole, you'll tighten the nut from the other side. There's no way to tighten it, right? So you're just tightening from the other side and pulling it down. So this end will be flush. So you don't have a nut sticking up.
And typically they'll square that undercarriage.
Agreed. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Because it'll sit in a
recess.
square recess. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So that it doesn't move around. So yes, to your point, it looks like an unsuspecting stainless steel carriage bolt that's on the shelf everywhere you go.
But au
Dude,
contraire,
stop
non
sticking
frere.
that thing in my eyeball, man. I see what you're trying to do there. But it's 310 stainless steel. It's an M. What is it? An M8, Danny? M8.
A metric 310
310 carriage bolt.
carriage bolt.
How about it? So why do they use 310? What's the
never
difference between
gonna find
310 and 316?
310. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that, Bryce. 310.
Temperature.
Temperature? Higher temperature?
Higher temperature.
Really?
Yeah, 309 and 310 are high temp stainless steels.
Okay.
Yeah, they go up to like 2200, I think.
So how does that compare to 347, 321, which is what I would consider to be high temperature?
I think I think they have some different corrosion resistance in them, like niobium and stuff. I think this is more related to temperature only, not corrosion resistance. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Like creep resistance is good on this. I think it's specific for temperature.
Okay.
My people of Rhode Island might be pissed if I'm wrong here.
We'll look it up. Maybe we'll do a little fact check
You
on
should
the
Google it.
podcast.
But it is used for high temp. I know that for a
Yeah.
fact.
Okay.
Great parts, man.
Great spread.
Small
of
parts
Bryce.
this week. Good parts for episode 69.
Yeah.
You know,
We are running big parts out there, though.
We are. We got
For
some,
sure.
what, 3 3/4 B8s I think we're running again.
Yeah. Some
Got
big
another-
studs.
What's another big order we're running? Big parts. It's crickets. It is funny that we have P. Diddy playing in the background now.
Is it really?
Yeah, this is
Because I
absolutely
told
Diddy.
them to play it.
If they hate me now, who's this rapping right now? I'll give you a $100 bill if you know this. He's one of the greatest lyricists of all time.
Lyricist?
Lyricist, and his name is only 3 letters long. That's a dead giveaway.
You know it, don't you, Danny?
Oh, look at me. I'm only here for like 2 months.
No, they're just waiting to see how wrong you are.
JBL.
No, it's Nas. Nasty Nas.
Nas.
Nas. N-A-S.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that right.
When I ask you these questions, I
You
know
are
you're not
correct.
going to get it. You know? That's
Well,
what
let's
I do.
get into some country, man, or some.
I'll rock some country.
Some old rock.
country, I'm toast. New country, I'm okay. Rock, I can roll with some rock.
Okay.
We should do this. This would be a fun game on the episode.
Okay.
On the podcast.
You know, to wrap this up, we also had some video footage this week of one of our coworkers.
Oh, Jamie.
So
We're talking about the video we're about to post.
We're gonna put that on there. Yeah.
So our group is full of pranksters, and surprisingly, Jamie is at the top of that prankster list.
Yeah.
And so she's pulling pranks on people all the time.
So those
someone
were
got
your
her.
bugs, right? Those were yours. Yeah. See?
Jamie
That
brought
backfired on you.
Jamie brought in a box of cockroaches.
So we started this out years ago with a snake in the cooler. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And we got Johnny really good with that one.
Phenomenal.
He was like he screamed like a 6-year-old girl.
Jump back and he
Yeah.
did the.
Maybe I'll go find that one and play that one.
You
as
should.
well.
You should. And did we get another one on video? We had that one where Jocelyn fell backwards. That wasn't really a prank though.
Yeah.
That was just funny.
It's funny now looking back on it. At the time, that was a
A little scary.
Yeah.
But
She popped right back up and she was laughing about it. But I know that had to hurt her.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good video for all of our viewers to enjoy. Jamie screaming.
She's gonna love it. All right, man.
Episode 69 is in the books. Cheers, brother.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right.